Hey traders, I want to go over a trade that I did just recently and show you what I did. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded a video walking you through the top success mindset trading techniques to really help you move forward. You know that most of your trading success comes from your mindset. So click on the button above that says success mindset to get access to this video right now. All right guys, so with this trade that I put on yesterday, I put out, this is an awesome trade, very low risk, very high return. And it's only got less than 400 views so far and 16 people have liked it. But I want to go through some of the comments, and I just want to really just go through these pretty quickly, okay? So first thing is Matthew said, "This is great, John. Greg Marino does similar with his stock picks. It's really fantastic validation our stock picks compared to against the SILJ. Cheers." What I do say with that, Matthew, by the way, is Matthew, I do say that the best thing for you to do is don't go based on what I say. Don't go based on what Greg Marino says, especially Greg Marino. All I say is just use us as education and then get into a trade based on what a plan says. You know what I mean? Like for me, well, I got into the trade I got into right now because I got into a trade right now because it has it's basically on a plan that has a very good high probability of working out. I'm not just going to get in because someone said get in. Make sense? You just insulted both John and yourself. Big thumbs up for that. Love that. Need to look at the bigger picture here. Zoom out to the weekly instead of focusing just on the daily. Yes, you look on the weekly, which is important, but also focus on the daily. One thing that I learned from my millionaire mentor told me that a successful trader looks at the big picture, small picture, big picture, small picture. Obviously, you got to look at the big picture, right? But then you're also looking at the daily chart, weekly chart, daily chart, weekly chart, daily chart. Make sense? All right, continue here. Duncan said, if you just look at the chart, isn't it higher lows and higher peaks? That makes your short trade only a hunch. Are you saying that the risk reward of a hunch trade supersedes what you see on the charts? It's always. Is this always or just if you have really strong emotions to accommodate for the hunch? Are there certain parameters that qualify for a hunch trade? Duncan, this is actually not a hunch trade. Let me actually bring up my actual charts here. And I want to show you what I mean by that, by saying that this is not a hunch trade. This was the actual trade here. And as I said before, guys, this is not a hunch. This is definitely not a hunch trade. What this is, what this is, and by the way, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm gonna go through some comments in a minute. But some people think I bought call options. I didn't buy call options. I bought put options with a January expiration. Now, this is definitely not a hunch trade. This is definitely not a hunch trade because I know. You know, yes, the market's making higher highs and higher lows, but there's also a certain time when the market becomes so extended that I know there's a real good chance of it snapping back really hard. There's actually like a 90% chance of that happening. You don't know when the snapback's going to happen, but when it happens, it can happen really quickly. So it's not really a hunch trade. I actually have a trading plan written down right in front of me that actually says when the market starts to get really extended, that's when you want to start buying out of the money options, risk small percent of your account. You know, heck, if I take 2% of my account, you know, and only 50% of those trades work, well, I'm going to be doing okay. If only one of those trades work really well, well, guess what? Now my accounts just continue to go up. You know what I mean? So it's a risk to reward. So I bought put options way out of the money because it wasn't a hunch trade. It's just how I'm trading based on how the markets work. Everyone's getting long here. But I'm not. I'm getting short here right now. And again, guys, I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, guess what? I lost 2% of my account. I have that sleep at night factor. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm right and I'm really right, then my account could be up by 20% in the next few weeks. You just don't know, right? Again, I'm telling you what I'm doing right now, guys. And you guys can just follow along. And it doesn't mean I'm going to get every trade right. I don't get every trade right. I'm not going to pretend to get every trade right because I don't. and that's just the way trading works. But I'm just showing you what I did here, and it's not like, oh, I called this trade live and it didn't work, so blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what, guys? I have a lot of trades that don't work during the year, but I also have a lot more trades that work as well too. Makes sense? So, looking at that there, guys, what you want to do is, you just want to, it's definitely not a hunch trade. Hey, John, January 2000 calls, crikey, Hugh, February calls, it doesn't matter, you've done your dough. Really? I've done my dough? Who are you talking to, crikey? Because my dough is still going well. I'm not sure if you watched my other videos, but I take a lot more trades than what you're seeing here. And it's not like I've, if this trade doesn't work out, crikey, and one thing you've got to understand about trading is that every trade you get into, you don't know which one's going to work out. But you know what I mean? Trump mania will be with us through March 2017, but hey, show me I'm wrong. I like your videos. Well, the thing is this, crikey, it's like that's what you think, right? That's what you think. What I see in the charts right now is, again, crikey, don't take my word for it. Go back over time and see when the market's had an enormous run up really quickly, what has happened afterwards. Go do your research. Don't go based on what's happening right now and stuff like that, because that's just a load of bullshit. It really is. Makes sense? And it's not, and again, you've done your dough. Like, I don't understand how me risking 2% of my account is doing my dough. Makes sense? So, anyway, got to hand it to you. Kudos and hats off to you, sir. At least I don't have to reveal my proprietary indicators. Really? You have proprietary indicators? There is no such thing as a proprietary indicator. That's total bullshit. There is no proprietary indicators. I wouldn't know how to. Okay, and the other thing I've noticed about the market is that it is more specific of a matter of speaking when I say stock or even a sector versus like the general indexes. Hope that helps. What I do say is this. Firstly, there is no such thing as a proprietary indicator. If anyone says there's a proprietary indicator, just bloody run for that thing. Get out of there and run for that thing. There's no such thing. The truth are in the charts, right? The truth are in the charts. The charts are king. Yes, peaks and troughs, strength and moves. There's a lot of different things you can do from reading the charts itself. But also, like this very moment, when you read the chart and the chart has a big, enormous, just vertical move up like we're seeing right now in a lot of the indices, especially like for this here Russell 2000. Guess what? Now what you're doing is, what are you doing? What you're doing now is, again, I'm just trading on how the markets work. It's not a matter of speaking. No, peaks and troughs. That's how the markets work. Look at the peaks, look at the troughs. But then when you start to go deeper, you start to say, okay, yes, the market might be making higher peaks, higher troughs, but when we have an enormous run up, there's a good chance, very good chance, like 90% chance it's going to snap back quite hard. Look at the Bitcoin chart. What happened with Bitcoin? Why did Bitcoin pull back like 20% in like a couple of days or a week? Why? Because it ran up so hard and so fast. There's no such thing as proprietary indicators. That's bullshit. And it's not a matter of speaking, because the truth are in the charts. Peaks and troughs. And then obviously there's other analysis like we're talking about here. Tamer, hey John, why did you pick January 2000 calls? Why does everyone think I did calls? I didn't say call options and not February calls. So I did put options, Tamer. And for me, the reason why I did January 2000 call option is because it was the type of trade, right? I wanted roughly around 60 days worth of trading in there. So I can, basically, I want around 30 days for this trade to plan out. I'm giving it 30 days for this trade to plan out. So I bought way out of the money, put options, because the market is overextended to the high side, and there's a probability of this trade having a snapback really quickly. And if it doesn't work out, I lose 2% of my account. I'm good to go for another trade. If it does work out and it works out really well, my account can be up anywhere between 10 and 20%. It's a risk to reward ratio, right? And that's the trades I like to take. This is awesome. Thank you for sharing. Anyway, thank you for that moral alabi. Sorry, I can't pronounce it properly. But anyway, guys, that's a bit of an update on this trade here. I hope this now makes sense for you guys on what I was doing and why I'm doing it. You guys don't even watch the video properly, listen to what I'm saying, you make assumptions, all right? So again, guys, don't take my word for it. I'm just showing you what I'm trading. Hey, I'm trading the markets every day. I'm showing you what I'm trading. If you don't believe what I'm saying, how the market, as you can see here on this chart, right? When the market just vertically moves to the high side. If you don't believe that what I'm saying is true, don't take my word for it. Go back at the charts and go look what happens when the market has a vertical move up like this here, which as you can see, this is the biggest vertical move we've seen on the chart in the last 12 months. That means we're going to get a big drop coming soon as well too. I'm not saying a crash. It might be just a 50 to 60% pullback, but it's going to happen fast and it's going to happen hard. And when it happens, I got put options and I'm going to benefit from those. Make sense? So, anyway guys, have a great day. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.